Community Oversight Group for Portland Police Bureau's Focused Intervention Team held a virtual meeting tonight. They were discussing a proposal of a policing tool that could soon be used here in Portland.
And earlier tonight, our Joelle Jones listened in on that meeting and spoke with community leaders about the pros and cons of it.
The sound of gunfire, all too familiar in Portland as police data shows the number of shootings are up 26% from those reported this time last year. But what if that sound could immediately alert law enforcement? That's the idea surrounding ShotSpotter, a technology tool which uses sensors mounted on light poles to triangulate the sound and alert police with a precise location.
Well, there has been a crisis within the city of Portland around the issue of the level of gun violence and the havoc that it is wreaking in our community.
FitCog is currently finalizing a recommendation to the police commissioner to use ShotSpotter here in Portland. And while the technology has been used in over 120 cities, the system has not always been well received, as a 2021 audit conducted by Chicago's Office of Inspector General analyzed more than 41,000 ShotSpotter alerts and concluded, quote, CPD responses to ShotSpotter alerts rarely produce evidence of a gun-related crime, rarely give rise to investigatory stops, and even less frequently lead to the recovery of gun-related evidence during an investigation stop. Beyond critiques of ShotSpotter's effectiveness, the MacArthur Justice Center found it's overwhelmingly deployed to communities of color.
I'm very concerned when we talk about privacy rights and civil liberties. Just the fact that I'm a Black woman doesn't mean that I can't carry a firearm. And if you have police officers that are out here already shooting unarmed Black and brown people disproportionately, I can imagine what would happen if they see someone that in reality would already seem to be a threat to them because of their bias.
To combat community concerns, FitCog members said they have created a list of conditions regarding equity and justice that must be adhered to should the city move forward with the technology. ShotSpotter issued this statement to Coin 6, which reads in part, quote, ShotSpotter coverage areas are determined by police using objective historical data on shootings to identify areas most impacted by gun violence. The sad fact is that gun violence disproportionately impacts communities of color.